What's going on, everybody? C4 here. No. This is not Madden. This is FIFA 19. I got my copy early on PC. And, those of you that don't know, I started out on YouTube as a FIFA YouTuber. FIFA Ultimate Team, did a little FIFA career mode here and there. And last year was actually the first year I've never bought FIFA, just because I was so caught up in Madden 18. And I don't know why. I probably should have bought FIFA because last year wasn't a great year for Madden. So rather than starting a new channel, and I will be streaming this on my Twitch, which you can follow in the description, I was like, maybe, just maybe, if I put out a FIFA rebuild really early on in the game cycle, it could get some momentum. I could bring up some new fans. Maybe fans of my Madden Rebuilds won't just discuss this, and they'll support it. I don't know yet, but I always want to try and see if I can find a balance between Madden, which will always be priority number one on the channel, and putting in some FIFA here and there, because I am a big FIFA fan. I am a huge soccer fan. I will call it soccer in this video, which I know if there's some European people that stumble upon this, they might get triggered a little bit. In my household, we call it football. I played football at the highest level. I was actually going to put in a picture of me when I was training at Manchester United when I was a kid, but I felt like maybe that's a little too personal. But if you really want to see it, I don't know. The old Mamo got a scrapbook of it. But I've always been a diehard soccer fan, and I'll call it soccer just so it doesn't get confusing for all the other people that watch Madden on my channel, which is football. So I really want to jump into this. So we are going to do a rebuild, and we're going to do a rebuild of, in my opinion, the greatest team in the English Premiership, Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, it has not been easy these last couple of years. Has definitely not been easy these last couple of years. I became an Arsenal fan just before the Invincibles year. I got right on the train, 02-03. It was when I was just like, I gotta pick a team, and I thought, oh my god, Arsenal, it's not a city, it sounds cool, let's pick them. And ever since then, when I was young enough, I didn't really truly appreciate the Invincibles, but some of those players are my favorite players of all time. Pierre-Emerick, Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira is probably my favorite of the bunch. So yeah, man, we're gonna try and turn things around. They got a brand new head coach, as you saw probably in the introduction there that we did, and Unai Emery, and the Wenger era is over. So what we're gonna do, what we know about Arsenal in real life, is that they're gonna have an extremely strict board. You got Kroenke from, he's the guy that owns the LA Rams. For those of you guys that are watching this and are football fans, he's very stingy from what we can tell, and I am not going to do that. I am going to kind of go with a free ring, make the moves that we need to do that are realistic of a big club, which Arsenal expect to be, and we're going to try and not only win the league, but we're going to try and win the Champions League. So let's jump into it. So when we look at the Arsenal defaults, this is the formation that they're rolling with, but I can say that I speak for every Arsenal fan that we want to play with two up top, with Lacazette, with Aubameyang, so we are going to make sure that we can make some adjustments, and there are going to be some ingoing and outgoing transfers that some of you may or may not agree with. We'll be rocking and rolling because there are a lot of changes that need to happen at Arsenal right now. All right, so here are the changes that we're making. We're going to switch to a base 4-2-2-2 formation just for the time being before we jump in the transfer window, because this is just our base team. Changes, we went Leno in instead of Cech, because Cech just cannot deal with the ball at his feet. We're going to go with Ramsey and Mkhitaryan, kind of as glorified wingers, center mids. It is what it is for now. And Lacazette and Aubameyang up front, which is the main priority of the formation switch. Now, where we want to look to get better in the market is the back line. Mustafi, Socrates, and Monreal. Even though Monreal is, la cabra. He's not that old. He's kind of old. So, unless Kolasinac, we maybe can put him out there. Maybe I'm thinking we can put him and convert him into center back. We need to show this back line some love. So what we're going to do now is jump in, do some house cleaning, see what players are going to be put on the transfer market, and what ones we're gonna bring in. All right, so players that are transfer listed, we'll see if anyone wants to pick up Peter Cech. I'm not super stoked about having to move on from him because he is a legend, and it would be good to have that depth behind Leno, but his value is never gonna be this high again. Jenkinson gone. We're looking at putting some players on the loan like Rob Holding. Mustafi, get out of here. You're trash. This guy's garbage, man. This guy's the most mistake-prone center back in the Premier League. We're going to be looking at selling, I think, Maitland-Niles. We're actually going to put him on loan. A bunch of these. There's a really good stock of young talent here in Arsenal. We've already seen Guendouzi really perform so far. So we're actually going to hold on to him with his goddamn David Luiz here. But Zalem's gone. On loan, that is. Ozil, get out of here. This is like, as an Arsenal fan, my biggest gripe. Mesut Ozil is like the biggest luxury player of all time, and Arsenal does not have the luxury of having a guy that strictly is good at passing and, you know, distribution. We need guys in the midfield that are workhorses up and down the field. So Ozil is gone, man. He does not fit Arsenal style at all. I actually kind of think like, well, he is on his day a tremendous player, one of the best center attacking mids in the world. You know, he kind of represents like the soft attitude from the Arsene Wenger era that needs to get kind of washed out from the club. So he's gone. We're putting Reece Nelson out on loan. Eddie Nikita will stay. Aubameyang, Lacazette. Smith Rowe, who tore it up in the preseason. We'll see if we're going to hold on to him. Welbeck is gone. Goddamn Bambi on ice anytime he gets a decent shot at net. So there's a lot of guys going out that's going to help our I think we have almost $150 million transfer budget. So let's see if we can drop a couple of these dudes. And I'll show you guys off some of the targets I want to look at bringing in. So here is our short list of players that I want to look at trying to bring in right away. We got Zielinski from Napoli, a center mid that's pretty well balanced, like I said, with the weak foot. More so depth and potentially an option to challenge for Aaron Ramsey's spot, given the fact that Ramsey's in the final year of his deal, and we don't know if we can resign him. We have Telles here from Porto, who could be our eventual replacement for Monreal. Again, looking at moving Kolasinac into the center back role. We got Vought from Germany, 6'4". This guy's excellent with the ball at his feet, which would be pretty dope. We got Skriniar from Inter Milan, 23. He's emerging as one of the best young center backs in the world. Same goes with De Ligt from Netherlands on Ajax, 18 years old, 6'2". This guy's already looking to be like one of the best players in the world. We desperately are going to try to get at least 2 new center backs and Telles, which, you know, it's never going to be sexy when you spend that much money on the back line. You know, you got to do what you got to do, especially with Arsenal being where it's at. So we'll throw in some offers at these guys. Hopefully we can, you know, flip and get Mesut Ozil's contract in particular off the books, which will definitely be at least a straight swap for one of these 3 players. All right, we've successfully negotiated a deal with Telles from Porto. I think it was $70 million. We got De Ligt from Ajax. I think it was $30 million plus like sell-on fee. But here's the big one: Skriniar from Inter Milan. Straight up, Mesut Ozil. Let's do it. Let's do it. I actually think they wanted a little bit of bucks with it, but there we go, man. Dumped Ozil's fat contract. Being honest with Ozil, he probably would do better in a slower league, less physical league like the Serie A or whatever they're calling it nowadays. So the fact that we were able to get our big 3 targets, now our budget is pretty much depleted, so we got to look at selling some of the other guys off and maybe looking at bringing in some depth here. Pizarro from the Mexican league, he's pretty good. Like I said, or Zielinski, a little bit more expensive option, but would be really, really good depth. But our back line has been solidified. If you've watched any of Arsenal's games so far this year, oh boy, do we need to sure as shit solidify that back line. All right, so because we couldn't flip players soon enough, the De Ligt contract kind of has, kind of crashed and burned, but still getting Skriniar and Alex Telles is huge for the squad. And I guess, Socrates, old man Socrates, and looking at, having a little bit of resurgence for Koscielny. We have cover at center back, and at least we got 2 young guys that are the future of our back line for this 5-year rebuild. All right, so we have our first game of the season. Huge one against Man City, just to set the tone, and then we'll pretty much just stop at maybe another influential matchup, depending on where we're at throughout the year. But judging by how other rebuilds and stuff like that work for FIFA, generally speaking, we'll just go to season's end. Because, we'll keep an eye on through Europa League and stuff like that. But obviously, against Man City, the defending champions, this is a huge test. We got Telles, we got Skriniar. We're good. We good, right? We're clearly going to be good. So let's get a quick sim here going. I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 to the Arsenal. But nothing going on here really in the first half. Probably lots of passing back and forth, lots of control there. As Pedally, Aguero converts the penalty. That's annoying. We make a substitution. We bring on El Neni. I don't know why. That's a defensive substitution. But Aubameyang brings us one back in the 62nd minute. Very nice. We're going all-out defense here. David Silva gets an injury. David. And it finishes with a 1-1 tie. That's not that bad. I figure most Arsenal fans, if we went in season opener, we actually in real life, we lost Man City. We were able to tie them 1-1 with a brand new regime. I think most of us would be ecstatic. So we're going to take that one as we look to build upon that throughout the season. We're going to bring it in here to the mid-season point because we're getting ready to take on Spurs at home, which is huge. We are currently second in the Premier League with 34 points, but as kind of expected, Man City's walking away with this one. As far as scores, we've been a team that has had a lot of balance, so Aubameyang is 7th in the league with 6, but we don't have someone up there crazy like Leroy Sané or Lukaku or anyone like that, but our team is performing pretty damn well. I think we could check the performance in here so far. You know, half his games have been clean sheets for Leno. We will take that. We got 2 goals for Kolasinac, 3 goals and assists from Telles, 2 goals for El Neni. We got 4 goals, 4 assists from Ramsey, 4 goals, 3 assists from Xhaka, 8 goals, 12 assists from Mkhitaryan. So he's been very, very productive. That's a good season for him. 7 goals from the youngster Eddie Keita. That's really, really good. 12 goals and assists total in all competitions for Aubameyang. 5 and 1 from Lacazette, who's unfortunately been dealing with an injury. 3 goals, 2 assists from Emile Smith Rowe, who's really good, man. Smith Rowe, lots of production in the Carabao Cup. Take him a little bit in the Europa League for our B team, but I'm pretty happy with how the team has developed so far as we get ready for this massive matchup here against Spurs. Now, our team is a little bit banged up. We're not going to have any Lacazette. It looks like, whoa, that better not be Kolasinac lining up top. That's what it looks like. Look at 31, Kolasinac. Looks like he's playing striker. I don't know what this guy's doing as we fall behind with Harry Kane scoring in the 16th minute. Need to come back here and battle for the strong second half. You don't want to lose at home to Spurs. Come on. All right, we're subbing on some youngsters. Okay, not looking hot. Not looking hot. Let's just skip it, and we lose 2-0. That's what happens, man, when you're fighting these injuries. Spurs have a lot more depth. It's only year one. We have really unable to build up that depth that's really required to be competitive in all 4 competitions. But these guys are trying, man. I'm proud of them. And we're going to continue here with our easy development. So we're making Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, and Mavropanos, getting them trained up. Let's continue the season. All right, so after that Spurs loss, we are now at the winter transfer window, and better believe I'm going after the greatest Canadian soccer player of all time, Alphonso Davies. We're going to give him a 5-year deal. Now, for whatever reason, he has signed for Bayern Munich, and he's still on the Whitecaps. I don't know if that's actually gone through or not, but we're going to go ahead and make sure we can get him fully locked out. And this is my first time that this has ever been in FIFA for me. Last time I played FIFA in FIFA 17, this negotiation thing wasn't around. But my God, this would be something great to have in Madden for all you football fans. Like a little cutscene every time you want to negotiate with a player. So we got him in. I'm actually going to look at I'm pretty much at this point just like rating the MLS because I want to see just maybe. Oh, I'm not paying that for an MLS player. But we got one more. I really would like to bring in another center back, but it is one of those things in FIFA. If you target a player on your short list, I've always found that like for whatever reason, when like around the world they find out that you've interest in them, if your deal ever breaks down, they end up going to some team. Like there's no way Celta Vigo would get both center backs just coincidentally. So let's continue to just kind of scour through the market here and try to improve our team here in January because we are suffering a lot of injuries right now, especially on our B squad, which has been playing a lot of our cup games. So let's see if we can kind of build that back up. All right, so we're done with our transfer business for January, and here I'll just give you a quick preview of who it. You may be noticing someone once we hit center mid may be gone. Where's Granit Xhaka? Well, Xhaka has literally done nothing all year, so I got a player that I've been super impressed by every time I saw him, and that is Thomas Partey he's from Atletico Madrid. I was able to flip him. You know, he's an 83-25. Xhaka was 26 and 82, and Partey is pretty much, you know, in that Patrick Vieira mold. He's a little bit underrated going forward, but he is that hammer and nail that is going to stack up very well with Torreira when he is able to return. He's back in 2 weeks. We also, obviously, as you saw, we brought in Alphonso Davies, a.k.a. the greatest Canadian player I've ever seen. He will now be leading the line here for our B team with Smith Rowe. But, yeah, man, we just need to get healthy. Torreira, once we can get him back sooner than later, I think everything's going to be nice. But, look, as you can see, man, I remember playing the demo. The last time I played FIFA, this target rating was brand new, and I always sucked with it. And we seem to be doing pretty well. Look, we have a profit. Everything is happy as we sit here getting ready for the semifinals in the Carabao Cup. I mean, you know, we're in Champions League spot. Everything's looking good here for a year one. Now, I will just say right now, I think I mentioned, I didn't really give a big introduction of what you're going to see here, but I think I mentioned that's going to be 5 years. I think I'm only going to do 3 years, a 3-year rebuild right now for Arsenal, just because this is a trial run. And I actually plan on working and recording on a Madden Rebuild tonight. So just in case this doesn't catch on, I don't want to have so much time invested. That's going to be extra disappointing. But if it does catch on, I'm actually having a blast right now. And I hope you guys do enjoy it too. So let's continue with the season. We'll jump back in maybe if we talk about Europa League finals. Or we'll go right to the season's end. All right, so here we are at the end of year one. Well, pretty good for the Premier League, I think. In year one of the Unai Emery era, if we could come second up, runner up in the Premier League on 74 points, ahead of Man United, ahead of Spurs, ahead of Chelsea. Think that's pretty damn good, all things considered. Man City is like one of the most overpowered teams in the Premier League. I don't know if we can actually look at like stats and stuff here, maybe from this menu. So let's see. We had Ramsey on 11 goals, Lacazette on 11, Aubameyang had 12. We got an assist. Mkhitaryan led the league with 13 assists. Take that, man. That's good for him. Good playmaker ability. Clean sheets. Leno led the league. Unfortunately, unable to really, clean sheets didn't matter a whole lot. Telles was kind of a bad boy. Look at that. Socrates. Skriniar. Ooh. I feel like I'm butchering that name as well. Koscielny with the 1 red. Let's see. What did we do here in the Europa League? Is that it? So is the International Cup what I'm thinking it is? Don't know. Oh, here we go. Europa League. Look, Eden Hazard went off. Jesus, 15 goals. I don't even think we had anyone. We had anyone that showed up? Ugh. No one for goals. No one for... I mean, we were using a lot of our secondary players for that one. But yeah, we lost in the semifinals, so that's why my confidence or whatever that score is dropped from a 93 down to an 80. I think all things considered, going from second in the Premier League, getting into the Champions League, everything is looking pretty for year number 2. So let's get into it. All right, as we start year 2, gotta thank the board, gotta thank Stan Kroenke, gotta thank probably Arsenal Fan TV for chucking in some money. As we have $226 million. We're going to probably flex some of that back into that wage budget because $260,000 a week, not a lot. But we're starting right away with De Ligt. Need to bring him in. I'm actually going to try and also bring in a Kanji because I think the 2 players that need to look at getting replaced, one is Socrates and one is sadly Laurent Koscielny. So we need 2 new center backs, one for a team, one for a B team. So I think 51 is fine for this guy. This guy is going to be a world-class defender, so we'll welcome him in. And then next up is a Kanji from Borussia Dortmund. Arsenal at times has been called the Dortmund of pretty much second-hand Dortmund because, we got Mkhitaryan, we got Aubameyang, we got Socrates. So let's see what we can do here for a Kanji who look really, really good for Switzerland in the World Cup. So we'll see if we can hit him with a 30 mil like that. I don't know what they're going to be looking for. 40-something? 37. I'll take that right on the head. We'll accept that. Make it easy for you. 2 brand new center backs. Now, when it comes next, I mean, Lozanzo could be nice at winger. But in reality, I just think we need another center mid. So we're going to see if we can bring in Zielinski, who last year when we were trying to get some negotiations, Napoli wasn't selling them because they had no depth there at center mid. So we're going to see. Current value is 33. Maybe we can offer a little bit less. Maybe we can straight up offer them 30. I don't know. Maybe they're hurting for it. You guys hurting for Skrilla? 52? Can we counter to this? New transfer fee, 52. How about 42? Okay. Now we're not going to try to go back into the Arsene Wenger era where like supposedly offered like $1 more. I want him. We're going to take him. We'll take Zielinski on that kind of deal. Now we get to offer. Obviously, we got to get these contracts locked in, but we're not going to let this slip through our fingers. We're going to allocate the budget slightly more so we get some more wages, and we welcoming these 3 new players to the squad. Here we are on opening day of year number 2, and only one real change here to the starting lineup. We have De Ligt taking over for Socrates, who we were able to sell. This is going to be our main lineup. I mean, when you look at where this could be improved, consider it's only 3 years. I think Mkhitaryan might be the first player that could start to regress a little bit. But then again, he led the Premier League well and away with 13 assists. So he's definitely been excelling here. Unai Emery system here. So let's get going. Away from home at Crystal Palace. Firmly expecting a Week 1 victory. I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal. 3-1 to the Arsenal. Let's narrate it here. As we're rocking and rolling, I'm going to say Lacazette opens up, and he does! 19-minute Lacazette opens it up. I mean, when you look at Crystal Palace, they're always just a frustrating team to play. Is that Keane? The Keane guy from Juventus? That looks pretty good, like Balotelli 2.0. Mkhitaryan strikes in the 60th minute to give us that 2-0 lead. I feel pretty confident. Pretty confident now. No more injuries. No injuries, nothing crazy like that. And there you go. Season opener. 2-0 away from home at Crystal Palace. I have no idea what their home stadium is. Isn't like the City of Light or something stupid? The Stadium of Light. I don't know. There's that sun. Whatever. We're first in the league. Let's keep it that way. All right, so in the last transfer of our window, I want to bring in another striker. Because we are in the Champions League, we're going to need that heavy rotation. So I'm looking at Irving Lozano. Let's try not to butcher every single friggin' name that we got here. From PSV, he's just the fastest goddamn guy I've ever seen. So he's going to come in. He is going to be a rotational player. This is going to be risky. They'll take this. He's not going to work. Wants to be part of the card. Oh, I don't know if we can get important. How about... We'll take important. Whatever. We'll rotate you in. Usually you can get away with it anyways. 5-year deal? Sure. Basically, we need to find a partner that can start up front in the Champions League so we don't always have to have our ones out there with Alphonso Davies. So why not just continue to raid the CONCACAF for the best players that we can get? Let's get the salary. Make sure nothing's too crazy. He's currently on 27. You know what? We'll straight up give him 100K. There you go. $100,000 a week. That's like, whatever. There you go. Get him in. That's like triple. So there we go. Transfers are done. Smith Rowe, who is incredibly promising, just got to send you the bench. We're playing some other position guys, but I want to make sure that our bench has these young guys available so they can get minutes. You always want, I mean, he's not even healthy yet. Put Koscielny in there for the experience. Do we have any depth? We'll get rid of Tellus here. But that, that's not that bad of a B team. In reality, this is going to be a team that's pretty much going to play in the Carabao Cup or Carabao Cup, whatever the hell that is. Not Lucasade. They'll play in the FA Cup and, sporadically and maybe on weaker opponents in the Champions League. It's not that bad, man. You got Kolasinac, Onana, who we bought from Ajax. I don't know if I actually mentioned that or not. Zielinski, Iwobi, Elneny, Akanji, Mbabu, who we just brought in from somewhere in Switzerland. This guy here, I think he used to play for Newcastle. We got Guendouzi, Davies, and Lozano. That's a lot of pace. Definitely going to be a great counterattacking team. So I'm very satisfied with both our A and B squads, and I think we're going to accomplish a lot here this year. All we got to do, though, is, win the league because we were second last year and get some trophies. All right, this is new. I don't know. This just randomly popped up in the middle of the game. Is it announcing who we're playing in the I know, like, the Champions League is, like, the big filler here. We got our opponent, and we're taking on, Leipzig. And we got Atletico Madrid in the group. Oh, boy. All right, let's see this first game here. We're a little bit banged up, Delit out, but we got a Kanji. Luckily, we had that depth there. So our debut in the Champions League under the Unai Emery era. And they got Leipzig, who is pretty damn good. I know a lot of people in Germany just absolutely hate everything about them. But, I think we still should be able to do good. They have El Shaarawy. They brought in Simeone. I think, is that the son of Simeone? I don't know. But Lacazette's able to open up the scoring here in the 28th minute, and they're down. They're down to 10 man with Halstenberg and a red card. Torreira scores in the 52nd minute. Lacazette scores in the 66th. My God. Leipzig, you can buy a lot, but you can't buy just clout. And that is what Arsenal has here. Is we're able to get a win in the Champions League, but my God. I think we'll bring it back definitely for when we have to take on Atletico Madrid, which should be for the group. But it's good to open up 3-0, and I mean, Leipzig's not bad, so we'll take it. All right, it's time for the return leg for first place in the standings here. Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, final game of the group stage. We're both pretty much on our way in, but you all know what happens with Arsenal. If Arsenal can't control their... Well, it doesn't even matter. By the end of the time, Arsenal always plays Bayern Munich or Barcelona or something like that in the second round. But let's see what we can do here against Atletico. In the first leg, they beat us 1-0. Goddamn, it was Edin Dzeko was able to score the goal in that one. This one here hopefully gives us a better chance as Saul scores. He's really good. He was actually a player I tried to target. Really a big fan of him. Complete center midfielder. Oh, come on, man. And Ramsey's off for Zielinski, trying to bring on some fresh legs. Does not look like it. Can't get past Oblak. Really good goalie. And there you go. Finishes 1-0. So the better team moved on. Our backs against the wall. We're going to have to get some upsets to have any chance of winning the Champions League this year. Do I know this game? Do I know football, soccer, or do I know soccer? Of course. Arsenal moves on. It's always either Barcelona or Bayern Munich. Well, we can only put our best lineup forward here. This is going to be right. I mean, it's not your same Barcelona as it was before. I mean, Jesus, look at that. Still got superpowers. It's going to be a rough one. Maybe we can shock the world out. At least at home. We're at home. We need to get a positive result. No away goals. And so far, so good, man. We're looking pretty stingy. And there's Suarez. All right. And then we sub off Aubameyang. Oh, get me out of this. Fuck off, man. All right. Second leg. Going to Barcelona. Camp Nou. Not looking good. 1-1. I mean, look, old Eddie came on. Lacazette got, it couldn't be any worse. Awesome. Lacazette hurt. We're out of the Champions League because, of course, we're playing Barcelona. We can't get goddamn, some team from Yugoslavia. We have to get Barcelona or Bayern Munich every year. All right, and here's how the final table turns. And as you can see, the board's confidence with us is down the drain because, quite frankly, we lose every game that we should, like a difficult game. Every time there's a difficult game, Arsenal has fallen short. If not, we might tie them. So as you can see, what we came fourth in the league. Oh, that's a meme within itself, and we barely got into the Champions League automatically over Wolves. But look at Man City, jeez. Talk about ups and downs. Looking at how the players perform this season. Let's see here. 15 clean sheets and 43 games for Leno. That's nothing special. We got 2 goals to Lit, 3 goals Tellis, a goal, 7 assists from Party, 4 and 4 from Torreira, 5 and 10 from Zielinski, 10 goals, 3 assists from Aaron Ramsey, 11 goals, 3 assists from Alphonso Davies, pretty much the leader of our B team. Mkhitaryan 7 and 8, Lozano 6 and 6. He wants to get out though. So, you know what? Actually, I'll have money to flex him because I think we need to get someone there to start. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably actually going to promote him to the starter. Hopefully, they'll be able to convince him. 15 goals, 5 assists from Aubameyang. 25 and 5 from our talisman this year, Lacazette. That's actually pretty damn good. 16 in the Premier League. But still not good enough, man, as we head into the third and final year of this Arsenal rebuild. We got to get some sort of trophy. And I'm not going to be Arsene Wenger over here and end up saying, like, oh, the FA Cup's good enough. I either want the Premier League next year or for us to make a Champions League run. So let's get into it. I'm going to spend as much money as we humanly can. We've kept our signings somewhat realistic, but we'll break the bank and try to bring in another superstar if need be. All right, we're kind of in our all or nothing here, backs against the wall. So we have 2 primary transfer targets. First up is the man Liverpool this year in real life tried to bring in, but couldn't. Fekir from Lyon, 101 mil. We got to bring him in, man. It is a big-time upgrade over Mkhitaryan and or Ramsey in all reality. So 101 for him. And then next up, I desperately want to look at bringing Icardi to be our starter. And then we can look at, maybe, Lacazette's getting up there in age a little bit, starting to slow down. Same with Aubameyang. Those guys could be the first guy off the bench. So let's see with Icardi. So I'm trying to keep it realistic, still within the realm of Arsenal, because Arsenal's not really going to be buying Premier strikers from Premier teams. Like buying good players, clear starters away from the Bayern Munichs, from the Real Madrids, from the Barcelonas, but teams that are around their ballpark, like Lyon, like Inter Milan, make some sense. So we're gonna try to come in and we're gonna straight up offer him $100 million for Icardi. Come on, that's good, right? $163 million. Okay, let's see if we can counter that. Maybe we hit them with what? Well, okay, I didn't really know the buttons, but we're gonna pay it. All right, we are gonna pay it. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Let's go into the now negotiations. We'll start with Fekir. I don't know how we're gonna be able to swing all these financials, but we'll try. All right, we're gonna accept all the thing. Man, I really do like this. This should be definitely in Madden. 4-year deal, sure. I like it when it's this too, because sometimes it gives you the option to make your own decisions, and that way I don't really know the market yet of this game, so I don't know if I'm completely ripping myself off or not, but everything about that looks pretty good, so let's welcome him into the team here. Nabil Fekir, and I like how it's always like the player scans and stuff. It looks really nice, man. Kudos to FIFA for that. So now it's up time for Icardi. We got to bring him in, man. Jesus, do we not even have the... Yes, we do. We have the budget. All right, he's definitely going to be a crucial player. Happy with his role. Yes, how many years? 4 years for sure. That means 31. It's good. He got Morgan Freeman as his agent. Cool. We'll accept all that. Boom. All this looks awesome. Beautiful. Get him locked up. So we just went out and spent some Skrilla. Didn't even make a dent for the roster here. It's all or nothing, man. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at our default lineup, and here's how things are going to change. Ramsey is coming out, and we are going to put in... Oh, he's away at the World Cup. Didn't even think about that. All right, Icardi's going to go right now until Ramsey. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put Icardi up there with Aubameyang, and Lacazette will act kind of as, like, you know, for football terms, our sixth man off the bench, and then our other midfielder will be Fekir. All right, maybe actually we'll put Icardi there. I don't know yet. Who has... I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this team's looking pretty good, man. Look at Skriniar's. I'm never going to pronounce that name right. But he's now our captain. He's an 88. Telles is an 87. Leno's an 87. These players are developing very, very nicely in our scheme. So I'm optimistic we'll walk away with some hardware here and have a successful first rebuild of Madden 19 on the channel. All right, so this is it. I really don't think we're going to have money to make much in terms of a splash in January. So here are going to be our A and B teams that need to pan out. So we're going Icardi up top with Aubameyang, Fekir and Lacazette as our attacking midfielders, Partey and Torreira in the middle, De Ligt and Skriniar in the middle, with Bellerin and Telles bombing up and down the wings with Leno in net. Now our B team is Onana. We brought in Vought from Hoffenheim in Germany, Akanji, Babu, Kolasinac, Elneny, Ramsey, Mkhitaryan, Zielinski, Davies, and Lozano. These guys here are going to be pretty much our premier cup team. And again, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I played this team a couple times in the Champions League against like Club Brugge, and I think maybe once against Leipzig, and they were able to get positive results. So that is pretty good, and everyone's above an 80 except Davies, and Davies scored a bunch of goals last year. So I'm not really worried, man. That is pretty much as good of a realistic team as we could get. I still had a little bit money left. I think we had 46 mil, but I feel like, you know, you're not going to get much. Like, I don't really know yet. I'm not experienced in the FIFA rebuilds, but I mean, I probably could have got all in and brought in like the Bales and stuff like that, but I think that'd get kind of played out. These were all realistic moves from clubs that realistically could be in business with Arsenal. So look, you got De Ligt from Ajax. That makes sense. We got Skriniar and Icardi from Inter Milan. That makes sense. Fekir from Lyon. That makes sense. Maybe Partey from Atletico could be a little outside. We got Telles from Porto. Those are all clubs that could very well see Arsenal as an upward move versus just trying to pillage over from the really, you know, the elite of the elite. So let's jump into the season. We're gonna get see how everything starts out on get on the right foot at home against Burnley. Definitely a very winnable game. Burnley very strong defensively, but I firmly expect the Arsenal, with all the firepower we brought in, to get the job done. So we pick up a yellow card to let them know we're chippy. You know, this is a new aggressive Arsenal as Icardi strikes in the 30th minute. Fekir, the two new boys, getting on the score sheet here in the first half. Back end, Lozano comes on. He's definitely talked about, you know, moving on from the club, not getting enough minutes, so we're going to have him on our bench. It looks like he might be the primary option coming on at striker, so that's a little optimistic. As we finish it, Icardi gets a second as Arsenal start off their third and final year of the rebuild with a 3-0 victory over Burnley at home. Now, that's not the problem. We perform very, very well at home, very similar to Arsenal in real life. Look at just under the last year, Arsene Wenger, very good at home, just abysmal away. Things need to change, and I think all the money that we spend, especially in the starting 11, should pan out. Embarrassing. How, like, our team should have crushed them, and we lose 4-0 because we can't get any tough wins away from home. I don't know if that's something that's well known in the sim here in FIFA. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know what kind of bundle I need to buy, how many packs I need to rip open for my really, really good team to get any positive results away from home. It's very frustrating right now. So look, and now we have a full strength lineup at home, and we dominate Chelsea. So, like I said, I don't know if anyone out here is like an OG FIFA, or you just stumbled upon this because you're looking for FIFA videos, and I'm just, you know, a noob when it comes to simming. But my God, you cannot win away from home. All right, let's find out who we are playing in the Champions League. How about we get like, I would just give me a Barcelona or something like that right out the way. Don't just sneak peek as soon as we get to the next round. Give us a Barcelona. Give us a Bayern Munich. And that's actually a pretty favorable group. Borussia Mönchengladbach. We got Shakhtar Donetsk and Feyenoord. Think we should feel pretty optimistic in these games. Again, I don't know how confident putting our B team on the road. Let's actually do that right now. Let's put this B team on the road. Lozano has scored pretty much in every game he's been able to start. He's one of those guys, overall-wise, shouldn't crack the final 11, but performance-wise, he scores pretty much every opportunity he gets. So let's see what he can do here on the road as we win. Look, he gets a goal. Unfortunately, got an injury in the 90th minute. Hopefully, it's not too serious, but he has just been absolute money for us so far as we pick up a crucial 3 points in our first game of the Champions League. It's coming fucking laughable at this point. Can't even get points at Huddersfield, whatever their name is. Exactly, don't even belong in the Premier League. God damn it, man. Nah, this team fucking sucks. This game sucks. I gotta figure. Well, I can't just come over and say the game sucks. I haven't figured it out yet. And unlike Madden, I don't know what worked, what doesn't work. Maybe I'm not like setting my settings correctly for my team. If you guys have any suggestions of must-have settings for Sim, I know there's other people that do these rebuilds. Do they have like any sort of setup? Because why isn't my team that's like 86, 87 overall? Why are they struggling every game now? It makes no sense, and it's very frustrating. This like 4 years ago, my team would shit pump all these teams. All right, now that I'm slightly coming down, I want to try something. I'm going to put my B team, just because we're at home against Newcastle, see what happens. My A team, that's 10 times better, cannot get any results. Let's go with the definitely measurably worse B team, and look, 3-0. There's no rhyme or reason what's going on here. Go back to the A team, lose to Watford. B team's playing from now on. Don't give a fuck. I just bought in. Maybe my A team should come back in after my B team actually won 3 games in a row. And look at this. Put them back in. Shit you not. 2-1 loss. Southampton. I'm literally switching them. My B team's the A team. A team's gonna play in the Carabao Cup. All right, I can't figure out how to win on the road. So we actually tied the first round of the round of 16 of the Champions League 2-2. So we have 2 away goals, 2-1, and I figure there's no chance in hell we're gonna win the league because literally you cannot win away from home. So we're actually gonna play. We're gonna play a little bit here because I don't want to get out of this without actually getting any gameplay in. So we're gonna take on Immerland 2-2. We're up on away goals, round of 16 at the Emirates. All right, so here we are. I'm just starting up. This is not only my first time trying to like clip up a FIFA game into like just a gameplay highlight. This is my first time playing this FIFA game. I have not played FIFA in 2 years, and of course I'm coming in freezing cold in a very important Champions League game. So prayers for me that I can get through this. Here we go, big first free kick. Oh, come on, Pace Horse Unite. Hey! Aubameyang! Oh, it's Fekir! I thought that was Aubameyang. Look, he does a little heart because he knows I've been ripping his heart out for his poor performances. But he hits that on the one-timer. Great team effort. Great patience. Cause that's what it was. It was Aubameyang that set up. Great through ball, man. Great through ball. Great finish. Handanovic didn't stand a chance. Arsenal extend their lead. Oh, come on. Finish that. Oh, my God, Fekir. Jesus. God, do your hair up at least. God, looks like he just woke up out of bed. He just shanks it. Oh, it's over. That's Lacazette. Tellus is incredible, man. Best player by a mile. 4-2 on aggregate. Game. Wave the white flag. Boom. Boom. Controls still feel a little wonky, but still can just, old school. This is probably like my best multiplayer game. Anyone else here got this game on PC? Come get these hands. But what a goal, Lozano. Perfect curler. Didn't stand a chance. Look at that. Oh, my God. Number 6 with, like, the old guy in your rec league defensive challenge. I'm just going to try to stick the leg in there. Cleats look like the New Balance ones, too, that they wear. 3-zip Arsenal. Beautiful game. Perfect rating for Aubameyang. 10.0. We got a goal for Aubameyang, Fekir, and Lozano. We got assist from Aubameyang, Partey, and Tellus. Game ball for me. Yeah, I'll probably give it to Aubameyang. Second goes to Tellus, but we will take it as we are moving on to the next round of the Champions League to probably play Bayern Munich or Barcelona. Like, it's not even funny at this point, man. We'll play the second leg if it's open to it, if we have a shot. But first one at home, we should feel confident we can get a not horrible result. 1-1. We'll play it. We'll play the return leg at the Camp Nou against Barcelona. All right, here we go. Taking on Barcelona. Team I don't think in my lifetime, maybe once. I feel like maybe once when like Manuel Almunia was in net, they might have beat Barcelona. But other than that, pretty much, I don't think there's any worse track record between big name teams than Arsenal against, Bayern Munich and Barcelona. So let's try to change it. We're 1-1. We're down on away goals. But I'm feeling optimistic. That better not be a penalty shot. Bellerin, your stupid haircut. Oh, it is a penalty. Phenomenal. I have no idea how to dive. Ah, let's go. We saved it. Okay. All right. Great start. We have all the momentum right now. You can just feel the energy sucked out of the Barcelona stadium. Off the post, man. Come on. Oh, my. If I hit another post, I'm going to break this goddamn computer monitor.
Fatality.
Oh, my God. Aubameyang, man. One of these are going to be a rocket, and one of these are going to go in eventually. All right, let's look at some substitution potentials. I'm not going to lie, this Lozano guy hasn't done much. I'm going to bring on Alphonso Davies. I'm going to look at switching out. Oh, that party guy's been really good. I'll bring out Fekir for Zielinski. That should be good. Oh, let's go. He's behind the defense. Finish it. Oh, let's go. Alphonso Davies with the shot. The reflection goes to Mr. Aubameyang. Oh, my God. Can we do it? Can the Canadians spark the change? Like Terry, a modern day Terry Fox. Only Canadians will get that reference. Let's keep it going. Look at that. Davies just so fast, so quick. Bad. Just, man, you got to punch that out of your Boxster stage. And Aubameyang there. Not going to get any easier than that. Oh, my God. Don't choke this. Don't choke this. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Just box him in. Box him in. There you go, Delit. Is that game? Or was that penalty? What the hell? Foul? Game? It's game. There we go. The Arsenal have finally conquered their demons to go over Barcelona as we're continuing on to the next round. I mean, it was the old guard, man. You still saw Messi, you still saw Suarez. These guys are in their 30s. Got these young guns on Arsenal. They're hungry. Times are a-changing. Let's go. Who else? First, you play Barcelona. Like, is there scripting in this game? Is that what's going on? We're home first leg, so we'll do the same thing if it's still competitive. After this, we will take them on the road. But, man, come on. Are we just trying to exercise our past demons here? Take on Bayern. Not optimistic at all. But, I mean, when I actually play with this team, I like it, man. I mean, it's a little pace horror. We got some grit in the middle. Partey, Delit, Torreira. And we're already fucking down 2-1. Oh, man, I don't even... I don't know how I want to play these rebuilds. Because, I mean, ultimately, I feel like me controlling it's not going to make it so much a rebuild. It's just me playing with the team. Let's see, man. I think we'll just sim it out. If this team that I built can't win on their own, do we really deserve to get any hardware? Oh, my God. I don't think so. I mean, it's been a painful rebuild. Let's just put it that way. It's our first time. It's a learning curve. Maybe for those of you that don't watch Madden, there are certain teams in the Madden sim that just do not win no matter what you do. And oh my God, was that... Oh, I think we beat them! That was an extra time. I think did we beat them? 2-1, 3, they got... Did we beat them? I don't know if we beat them by away goals or not. Based on your performance, I don't know if we moved on or not. Did we? They got that goal in extra time. Did we move on? We did, and we're taking on Liverpool in the finals. Let's go, boys. All right, before we get to that, we are in the FA Cup final against Watford. We will be playing our B team here. Still, this team has been getting it done all season long. Lozano and Davies have been monsters, so I feel somewhat optimistic that we lose. We lost the FA Cup, whatever. We're not Arsene Wenger. We're not just going to be accepted or just accept the FA Cup as our lone trophy. We are in the Champions League final. It's against Liverpool. You better believe we're going to be playing that as we draw with our B team to try to make sure that our A team's completely healthy. So where did we finish on the regular season there? This one? How do I see like the standings? How do I see the standings of other competitions? There we go. Oh. And oh. And there we go. Oh. It's like Liverpool. What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? Liverpool won the Champions League. I don't know when it was. Like, it feels like it was a decade ago, but they finished like somewhere like that. Like, they didn't even re-qualify. Like, their only chance of qualifying was to win it. That's kind of our case because for whatever reason, we just could not get any results away from home. But luckily enough, we are in the finals. We are taking on Liverpool, a familiar foe. You know, they got the speed, they got the pace. Firmino, Salah, Mane, Van Dijk in the center of that defense. Don't care. Arsenal got this. The Champions League final. The one trophy that has eluded Arsenal even through their greatest years. Invincibles couldn't get it done. You know, prime Arsenal when we had like Van Persie and Nasri and all those Fabregas at the top of their game. They could never get it done. They'd always fall to a good, Barcelona team. Good Bayern Munich team. But this is our opportunity as we take on Liverpool in Old Trafford. So it's in England. It's not like it's somewhere in like some third world country like it has been lately. It's in England. It's for that beautiful trophy right there. Look, they already have our banners on it, red and white. It's like they know that we're going to win it. Look at how we got here. Liverpool had to take out Atletico Madrid, Spurs, and Juventus. We had to take out Bayern Munich, Barcelona, just old demons. Two teams that we never stood a chance in recent memory. Is it even recent memory? It's like all-time teams we never stood a chance against. So here we go. Let's get the job done. Let's end this rebuild on a high note. Great start. Oh, let's go! This is going to be a shootout. I think that's a Cardi with the equalizer. Just ruthless. You know, you're always that isn't always a soundbite that you hear in this game. You're always most susceptible to conceding a goal right after you scored. Well, look at that, man. Aubameyang to 26, whoever that is. A Cardi. It is a Cardi right there, man. Everything through this offense runs through Aubameyang. Just really, really bad defending. No closing whatsoever. And Allison probably should have done better on that one. But we'll take it. 1-1. Oh, wide open. There he goes. Is that Party? I don't think dude scored all season. But there we go in the 17th minute. Weak-ass Liverpool defense meets the grit. Vieira 2.0. 2-1 Arsenal. Oh, let's go, Bellerin. Oh, worst. Oh, he kept it in. He kept it in. He gets a cross in. Oh, the crosses are overpaid. What is this, FIFA 14? Where I used to just feast with Mandzukic, who's unstoppable. 3-1 Arsenal. Aubameyang. Complete package. Pace, heading, finishing. He got it all. Aubameyang, first time. Too easy, man. How are you giving that much space? Oh, right. He's the fastest player in the world. And that's the only celebration I know how to do. But 4-1 to the Arsenal. Oh, my. Oh. Oh! What a strike, Fakir. I take back anything negative I've ever said about you. And this drop, now it's time to bring on the Canadian. Bonzo Davies. Let him do some magic. See if we could score like a 15-minute hat trick. But look at this hit. We're like 30 yards out, outside the boot. That was my favorite shot when I was a young lad. Look at this. Boom. Unstoppable. Curve. Way too slow to shut him down. Go. Oh, you diving, you know what. You diving je ne sais quoi. Whatever, we saved a penalty before. Do it again. Do it again. Leto's unstoppable at penalties. Who's going to take it? Bobby Firmino. He's going right. He's going right. Nope. No, he wasn't. There we go. Final whistle. I don't know what the trophy ceremony is. I'm going to assume it's pretty amazing because this is the big selling feature of the game. But there we go. No, we didn't win the league. I think most Arsenal fans at this point in time would probably take Champions League over winning the league anyways. And pretty convincing fashion. 5-2. Thought maybe we're kind of SOL there with Firmino scoring within the first 5 minutes. We're able to capitalize right away. Tied up 1-1 and then just outside of a lazy penalty shot, able here to just do something, do the inevitable, win the Champions League. And I feel like because that's the selling point of this year's FIFA, winning that is the most important thing you can do in this game. Game ball for this, I'm going to have to say, you know what? There's a bunch, guys. Partey, this guy. Thomas, the captain's really good. De Ligt was really good. Probably just got to give it to Aubameyang, though. But there we go. Celebrate. Arsenal have won the Champions League. And you know what? I firmly believe with this team, if this wasn't like a sim-based rebuild, we were actually playing every game, probably would have won the England League as well, the EPL. But it is what it is. I hope you guys did enjoy a little bit something different on the channel. If you're watching this from FIFA, let me know. Let me know if you're here first time for watching FIFA and you want to see me continue these style of rebuilds. If you think, nah, this ain't it, dog. Stick with the Madden. Let me know that as well. I'm just trying something different here because I am a huge fan of FIFA. I have it this year. I plan on streaming it, but I kind of look at the FIFA market of rebuilds, and it kind of looks like Madden Rebuilds before I started doing my realistic ones. I think there's room for something different to be out there. So let me know what you guys think about this. Any feedback, and all feedback is welcome. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying, hey, leave a suggestion. If you really did like this, what team you want to see. Maybe if we come back and do a second FIFA 19 rebuild, they could be the team we do. But that'll do it for me here today, guys. I'm going to go watch this lovely Thursday night game between the Jets and Browns. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.